Welcome, everybody. MaxspeedTV, Bobby and all Mohammed's coming at you. Lucky Dog Speedway racing tonight. We're going to be at Chicagoland in the dark. 2 faster pairs is what these cats are going to get. You're going to see 3 wide easily tonight with these guys. Green flag pit stops, definitely. Fuel mileage could come into play. Stick around, we'll have us some fun right after this.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the free, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxspeedTV.
got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Welcome back, Race Sense. MaxspeedTV coming at you. The Lucky Dog Series, the Gen 6 Series, invading Chicagoland tonight. 2 fast repairs, that's what they're going to get. And quite frankly, they probably won't even need them. Not these guys. That's how good they are. Welcome, everybody out in YouTube. Appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us tonight. Don't be shy. Talk to me. Let me know who your driver is, who you like. I'll pass it right along. These guys love it when you get involved with the racing. As they come to the grid, let's go through the names and see what kind of crazy last names I got to deal with tonight, huh? It's my forte. Row number 1, the 04. Here we go. Jason, I'm thinking Higginbotham. If not, well, it is tonight. The 78, Mr. Gary Slapinski. One of my favorite last names. If I had that last name in high school, I wouldn't have got shoved in the locker so much. Row number 2, the 777, Mr. Michael Pegg. The owner of this league. The 429 beside him, Mr. Paul Witt. Row number 3, the 34, Darren Reiser. And the 44, Jacob Edson. Row number 4, the 7, William McKellar. And the 57, we just call him Sarge, BK Pierce. Row 5, the 11, Larry Fairman. And the 33 of Gary Regland. Row number 6, Timothy Woodson. And the 23, Ray Zerka. Row 7, the 20, Dave Acacia. And the 71, Dirty Don. Row number 8 to 12, Damon Cox. And the 17, the young gun, B.K. Anderson. Row number 9 to 31, Paul Felicier. And the 52 of Gary Whitmer Sr. And row number 10, last but not least, Joel Guy. And that's your lineup tonight for the Lucky Dogs here in Chicago. I'd like to thank our sponsors right off the bat. As you can see, the FOC, Fiber Optics, Construction, and, of course, Zeb Chemicals Manufacturing. Couldn't be here without them. And, man, do those guys put up some serious cash for these guys. Kick back, relax, hang out with me. And we'll be going right through these guys here quickly. These laps are going to be flying by with these guys. They do not mess around. Bye-bye music. Hello, sweet, sweet sounds of the V8 motor. And hopefully iRacing don't decide to go to electric. Jason, down on the bottom. custom number of 44, but it is 04, and Slapinski up top. And that absolutely ugly, disgusting looking iris. I think we all should sign a petition and get that thing out of here and get, you know, something cool in here. Would it be nice to see the Corvette or something? But anyway, that's what we're stuck with. As they head out up to the grid right here, or up to the start line. Here we go. Green flaggers. And who's going to lead the first lap? Well, looks like Jason's going to. Slapinski taking it on the high side along with Michael Pegg. Down at the bottom, the 777, Michael Pegg down on the bottom. Paul Witt is up on the high line. It's easy to get these two mixed up because they kind of look alike. Seriously. Slapinski going for the high line, and he's going to take it. Drops right down, right in front of Jason. And the 777. Hope everybody's had a great week so far. This is a lucky Tuesday night tonight. Why is it lucky? Well, because it's not Monday. Don't forget to hit the like button for these guys. They certainly will appreciate it. And if you're not a Maxspeed subscriber, get your butt over there and subscribe. We're working on 9,000 subscribers. That's what our goal is to try to hit. Riding on the top with Michael Pegg. Tires is not a huge issue here. I'm going to say they could get a good 25 laps in, 22 laps before they start noticing that right front tire slipping away. It's not too awful bad. Fuel mileage, well, I'm sure that might play a part of this race. Paul Witt hanging out in the third spot right here. You watch the 44, Jacob Edson. Now, he can go all the way down as far as he wants to shorten this thing up as much as he can. Perfectly legal here. Dirty down in a 71. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but I simply love this paint scheme. That is really cool. I like it a lot. Way back in the back, a lap down, BK Anderson already. Now, he either had an issue with his rig or internet or something, but he is already a lap down. And that is hard to get back, especially in this league. And you can see Darren right there working with him, doing a little bit of drafting. Darren's the last guy on that lead lap. BK is going to be a lap down already, so they got their work cut out for them. Slapinski up here enjoying the front of this train coming. Michael Pegg absolutely following almost every line, every move that he makes. He's right there. And you can get a good draft off these guys on this this track. It is big enough for drafting. These Gen 6s, to be honest with you, they're pretty easy, pretty well tamed to drive. Checking on DeWalt machine at the 20 here. Dave Acacia, he's been really coming off some really good runs here starting this season. Looking for some big things from this guy. Larry Fairman and the Real Tree sponsorship. Sharp looking. Now, I noticed this on Michael Pegg's, if I can get in close enough to see it. Right there. Take a look at that. That's correct. He is a Triple Crown champion, which is pretty cool. And, of course, he is one of the original regulators. What I like about it, he's got those two beautiful-looking Desert Eagles pointing right at you. Paul Witt being challenged right now by Jason. Paul running one of the sponsors here, the fiber optic construction machine. Good looking, by the way. But he knocks him down off that. Relinquishes his third place spot. Jacob Edson doing a really nice job. DoorDash. Wow, can you just imagine him in a DoorDash? I'm assuming that's what my son has coming all the time to the house every other day. But boy, he gets your stuff there to you before it was even cooked. These guys are really running that high line. They're really taking care of these tires. As you can see, Damon Cox right here in the 8th spot. Kind of knocking on Dirty Don's door in the 71. And ew, 44 in the 04, getting a little close. 12, keeping it right down there on the bottom. Back here, Timothy Woodson currently 16th. William McKellar into 15. Now, these guys are spread out here a little bit, so all they got to do and worry about is just hit their marks. BK Pierce knocking on the door of the 59, Mr. Whitmer Sr. here in that Army machine. Back up front, Mr. Slapinski. Y'all just too talkative tonight on YouTube now, I'm telling you. Where's everybody from anyway? Kind of curious. Me, crappy state of Ohio. Paul getting a little bit of pressure from Edson right here. You see him come right up on him. And speaking of Mr. Witt, well, I've got him. Well, there he is. Let me see if I can find some tidbit about him, will you? Why not? Let's see what his driver profile says. Hey, he's married to Christina back in 1989, so she's been putting up with him for a long time. He's got 3 boys, Jake, Cody, and Billy. 8 grandchildren. In the last 16 years, he's been a truck driver for Dayton Freight Lines. Hobbies, golf, iRacing, and spending time with the family. And talking to one of the #1 broadcasters. Aw, that was nice of him putting that in there, wasn't it? Actually, I lied and I made that up. But he lost the spot to Jacob Edson. '71, Damon Cox. He's working it on the bottom right here, trying to take that spot away. Or should I say keep that spot from the 71 of Dirty Don. And I believe it's Pellissier or Fellissier. But anyway, it's Paul. I know that much. Currently in the 8th spot in the old Texaco Haviland paint scheme. Pretty sharp looking. Wow. The lap traffic there, Slapinski went around him like he was sitting still. And we're talking about the 91 of Joel Guy. We got him out here from Georgia. Seems to be the place out here. A lot of these cats from Lucky Dog Racing's around Georgia area. They all hang out on Michael Pegg's boat, I think. Gary's up to about a 2-car length advantage of Mr. Michael Pegg. Jacob now slowly trying to run down that 777. "23 laps out of 100 in the books already." Let's see if he's going to be able to catch him coming out of this turn here. You notice 2 different lines. It's all about starting to save your tires a little bit here. Not sure when these guys are going to come into pit because I didn't ask and I don't want to know. I like to kind of keep the suspense. I would imagine they can go a little ways yet. But Edson's hanging right there with these guys. Michael and Slapinski doing a good job. Paul Witt currently 4th. Jason with one hell of a last name. He's currently 5th. It looks like Paul's going to try to do something here on the bottom. He's trying, but it's not going to happen. Michelle Anderson, nice to see you out here. Your son is a lap down by himself. We need a caution, but you know as well as I do, in this league, they're far and few in between. But you know what? The night is still young. Let's see if I got anything on him. Jacob, Land O'Lakes, Florida. You've been racing online for about 5 years. Loves to race clean, enjoy competitive racing, and being in the lead. Well, who wouldn't like that, huh? Flight simulator and enjoying Sunday races. I know all about the flight simulator thing. I had buku bucks put up in that before I went and got my real license. But that's the story on Jacob. As he is really working hard on Michael Pegg in the bottom, but he had to get out of it and get out of it right now, or he was going to go up and take him out. So he did a real good job hanging on to that. And that's got to put him back in the pack just a little bit. Gonna have to gather his thoughts. Get back into this thing. Dirty Don trying to crack that top 5. And I don't know if I've got anything on Dirty Don or not. You know what? I think I might have. I don't know. I'm going to look at it. I've got it. Yep. He's been online racing for about 8 years, and he's from Seymour, Tennessee. And it says for hobbies, absolutely nada, nothing, zero. I'd at least lied and came up with something good, you know. In his spare time, he'd like to be the tire changer for the 48 machine, NASCAR. I'd have come up with something. Work part-time for Joe Gibbs Racing. You know, make up something good. Gary's hanging out in the wind right now. He's still got a good 3-car length lead, but boy, take a look, man. Jason is on the move. He wants that second spot, and he wants it in the worst way. Michelle said she's got to throw a water bottle on the track and maybe get a caution out there so a couple of these guys can get their laps back. But man, Jason's doing a great job, and he was your polecat for the race tonight. I'm starting to wonder if Gary was born with a steering wheel in his hand. Him and Michael Pegg both. Michael's starting to get a little bit of pressure from that 12 machine of Damon Cox. Lynchburg, Virginia native. Been racing for about 6 years now. This guy has got some hobbies. Golf, spending time with the family, the wife, his daughter, his son. You name it, he likes to do it. Me, not so much. That's just a little bit too much family time. 33 laps out of 100 in the books. We will see green flag pit stops. And if they're going to run these tanks all the way down to nada, nothing, then they're definitely going to be taking 4 fresh tires. John Black, how are you doing, my friend? Hope all is well with you. Nice to see you hanging out here with us. Michael keeping it way down on that bottom. And he'll drift right up in front of the clan here. Dirty Don looking pretty racy. I'm starting to think he's liking good old Chicagoland. The man started 14th, and here he is 4th. Now, that's a lot of passing cars with a 0 caution. So who's going to be the one to come into the pits first? As Dirty Don almost scratched. He almost scratched the MaxspeedTV logo off of Michael Pegg's rear bumper. Riding on top with Mr. Pegg. Michael doesn't have a profile on him, I do not believe. But we don't have to worry about him. We know everything we need to know about this character. I do know he loves spending time in his monstrous boat at the old marina. Loves his boat slip, and he loves the person who's got the boat slip beside him. Very neighbor-like of him. Slapinski still out front. Now, this cat's led 36 laps of this race. As far as your laps led, well, it's pretty simple. You've only got Well, the 04 and the 78. That's it. They motor around this track pretty quick. About 171, 172 mile an hour, somewhere in that area. Look at that. He's got it all the way up to about 182, it looks like there. Boy, was I off. Michael's jumped out to a huge lead. A lot of real estate between him and the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh place drivers. Michael right here, as you can see, Paul Witt coming down to the bottom, trying to put a move on Jason. Normally we have some webcams up tonight, but we didn't do it tonight. Always Mr. Paul Witt. We get to see his face, usually in the Super Speedway League. By the way, save your calendars for Friday nights. You can hang out with me and these cats in the Super Speedway series they've got, and boy, is that a blast. All hanging in there pretty well, but I am impressed with the 44 of Jacob Edson. Now you can tell, or you can see it, way up yonder is your leader. He's sitting about an almost 2-second lead over Michael Pegg and the boys. Dirty Don currently right here in the 5th spot. And your polecat slipped back into the 6th position. Jason. Higginbotham. I know without a doubt I'm butchering that name. And then we got Damon Cox, 7th. Dave Acacia in the 8th. Philip Sear in the 9th spot. And, of course, Darren right here. One of my favorite paint schemes, though. Truly. One of my top 5 paint schemes. I love this freaking color. As you can see, those two cats got a little close right here. And he's working real hard. Excuse me. Got all choked up. Working real hard. With Pelazier. Felazier, I'm sorry. Working up on a halfway point here. Will they ever come in? Who's a lap down? Well, we'll tell you. Timothy Woodson is. Then Gary Regland, then B.K. Anderson, Joel Guy, and Larry Fairman. And he's got himself another victim sitting up here about another 3 seconds ahead of him. And that'll be this guy, Mr. Gary Whitmer. I'm assuming that's saying, I'm not even sure. CC's Pizza? I don't know. But I like the paint scheme. That's sharp. But he's being hunted by the leader right here. Gary will be looking at him and waving as he goes by. And that's got to put another one down. So that means we've got 10 cars on the lead lap. And that is it. You know what, Mr. Williams, it's a shame that Furniture Row shut down because they had a great relationship with Turex Jr. And they were awesome together. And I'm not sure if the old man, it was a family business, if I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that was a family business there. Just a little one-car team. Dirty Don hanging in the third spot, having a good run. And look at that, Don. Dave Acacia started 13th. Now he's sitting in the fourth spot. And here we go, Mr. Paul Witt in for the pits, along with a couple other cats. He's going to be on his way out. So these cats are going to be coming in and going out now. If they can't catch Gary on kind of worn out tires, they definitely ain't going to catch him on fresh rubber, are they? As you can see, your leader coming in right now. Few more guys are coming in. You see, that's the thing. He sets the presence. He comes in. If you can't catch him on bad tires, you're not going to catch him on new tires. So you might as well come in right with him. And that's exactly what Edson did and Dirty Don. Your leader as of right now, and that will change, but Dave Acacia should be coming in probably this time if I was a betting man. And here we go. Will he take the cone out? No, he misses it. So Mick Keller, he should be your next guy coming in. And he is. Along with some of your lap traffic. You see Mr. Acacia in. Now, Jason came in about 6 laps ago. So he's out here running around right now. He will be the leader when he crosses this line. It says second, but he's not. He's leading it. And right there behind him will be Mr. Michael Pegg, currently in second. And then Gary slips back into the third spot. And you wonder, how in the world's that happen? Guy comes in leading like he did, and then he comes back, in third. Well, the reason why is because Jason had already pitted, so he's running around the track while Gary's in the pits. Michael Pegg, he was in 5 laps ago. And that's why Gary's sitting where he is. Now, it makes you wonder, are they going to have enough to go all the way, or are they going to have a splash of fuel? It kind of makes you wonder because I'm not really sure. Are they going to get up there and try to save fuel? Man, I've had them run out of fuel as they cross the finish line, and I have them run out before they get to the finish line. Paul Witt's going to be currently in the 4th spot in the fiber optics machine, which happens to be one of our sponsors, the main sponsor, I believe. None of this would be possible without them. 5th place, Jacob Edson, and Dirty Don is currently 6th. You can see how these guys are evenly spaced out. Now, Gary Reckland's having a pretty good run, currently 7th. Damon Cox wants that spot, and he's going to take it. Falazier right there behind him, and he's thinking about taking a spot, so he's going to dive down into the bottom. And then back behind them, Mr. BK Pierce. We just call him Sarge, as you could tell. Sporting the Army machine. One of the regulators there, Darren, he's currently in the 12th spot. Now, he started 5th, so he kind of went backwards just a little bit. McKellar's 13th. Whitmer Sr. is 14th. Now, it all starts way back up here with William Keller. And you can see Michael Pegg right now is really on that bumper of Slapinski. Well, you got McKellar, Whitmer, BK Anderson, Joel Guy's 2 laps down. Larry Fairman's 2 laps, and 3 laps, Timothy Woodson. So Jason is actually enjoying himself right now, and he is probably hoping and praying that there's no caution that comes out. And as usual, 14 people watching. We got 5 likes. Hit the like button. If you get a blister or a sore thumb or a sore finger, let me know. I'll send you a MaxspeedTV Band-Aid. I promise. Just hit that like button for these guys. I mean, seriously, 60 laps without a caution. I would not be surprised if they don't have a single caution at all in this race tonight. That is impressive. And they're the same way in their Super Speedway League. You'll be lucky if you see one. Slapinski's starting to run him down. He can smell him. And the 91, he is going to be, well, he's trying to get his lap back, and I think he's going to get it back the hard way. White knuckle right it around this place. Gary taking a shortcut way down to the bottom, and he's going to try to get around the 04. Jason. And he does succeed. The 7, he's a lap down. As Gary disappeared for just a second. And he's got the 91, Joel Guy, in his sights right here. And if he gets him, he'll put him 2 laps back. So there is Jason, currently in the 2nd spot. And right behind him, Michael Pegg. Paul Witt out here with all of his friends. I mean, he ain't got nobody around him. All he has to do is just hit his marks. And keep his shirt on. Seriously. He races out of his basement, which is pretty cool. It's all lit up with a bunch of lights and stuff. It almost looks like a strip club. But we know he's not like that. But it gets hot down there. Edson back here in the 5th spot. Dirty Don, 6th. Dave Acacia, 7th. Paul, 8th. Damon Cox, 9th. And 10th will be Darren. Good Lord, John. Somebody's got your shirt. I don't know who it was. I've got some on order. I should be getting them here fairly soon. And we'll send it out again. Matter of fact, I might send 2 different ones. I'm sure one of them's going to get to you. Three years ago, John Black's been hanging around MaxspeedTV, following us, watching these races. Certainly appreciate that. You've hung around with me longer than my wife has, I think. She throws me out in the man cave and goes in the house. Higginbotham from Gotham. No, I'm joking. It's a thought, though. He's led 10 laps. He was your polecat for this race. Now, Michael Pegg has not led anything yet here, which is a little surprising. But he's still right here in the hunt. So you can see William Keller just right through the broadcasting screen. And he has to giddy up and go because the leader is right behind him and wanting to put him a lap down. He says, come on, man, I just got it back. Uses that draft off of that 91 machine. But these cats are definitely a little ways back. Now, Michael seems to be closing in just a tad. For all you Southerners, that is a word. But he is closing up on him a tad, just a little bit, but he is doing it. Jacob and Paul, they might be doing a little bit of battling here in a couple more laps, maybe. Still 6 cars are 1 lap down or more. Michelle, I don't know. You're going to have to talk with your son here. I think he had a problem because he was a lap down almost at the beginning of the race. So something happened. I don't know if it was an internet problem, something in his rig. Maybe his steering wheel fell off. I don't know. Something happened because this kid is normally not like that. You can see I have 0 telemetry on him. That usually means that it was an internet problem. But he's out here, so that's good. Gary playing the lap hog. 59 laps. It's obviously he's going to get points for the most laps tonight. He's passing everything but a taco stand. And believe me, you might want to pass those up. At least a Taco Bell, anyway. I would like to say thanks to our sponsors, which the main one is Fiber Optics Construction, which, by the way, that would be this paint scheme right here of Mr. Paul Witt. And nobody, I think, is running the Zepp Chemicals manufacturing out here. If they are, I don't see it. But that is another sponsorship. They take care of some bills along with Fiber Optics Construction. We appreciate everything they do because without them, I wouldn't be here. I'd be stuck on the couch with the wife watching Hallmark or something silly. Guarantee you that's not going to happen, Captain. But we appreciate them. You can see Michael. He's closing in on Jason here, getting closer and closer each lap as we watch. 25 laps to go, caution free in this thing. And apparently that's what happened to BK. He had a glitch or something. And that's why we got no telemetry, and that's why he is a lap down. Michael putting the pressure on Jason. And there he is. And here's Michael right behind him. Now, will they have to come in for a splash of fuel? I do not think so. It's going to be close, I'm telling you. They have telemetry and everything to tell them exactly how many laps of fuel they have left, the whole 9 yards. A lot of them are probably using sim racing apps. If not, they should be, because they're awesome. Paul Witt trying to get up there with Jacob Edson in the 44 machine. Jason can feel him breathing right on his neck. Excuse me, he knows he's there, without a doubt. I don't know a whole lot about Jason, due to the fact that I'm kind of new to this league. Rudy, the guy who ran MaxspeedTV, the main guy. By the way, I don't know if you ever heard how he came up with this broadcasting gig for iRacing, but MaxspeedTV is the very first iRacing broadcasting team network. Rudy was sitting in his chair one day, picking the toe jam out, my understanding anyway. And his wife said, "Rudy, why don't you do something?" And so light bulb kicks off and bingo, here we are. We're broadcasting. All seriously though, Rudy was their broadcaster. So he's in a semi-retirement mode, so here I am. As you can see, Mr. Peg finally gets around Jason. So Michael's currently in the second spot, and boy, does he have a long way to go. He's not even in the picture. There he is, way up yonder. $20 laps to go. Let's just go ahead and run through these guys again. Why? Well, because I'm kind of bored. They're all driving so good, it's not even funny. I mean, seriously, I knew there was not be a caution. I knew it. These guys have a lot of respect for each other. They've been doing this a while. They know each other's in and outs. And you get the same thing in their Super Speedway League on Friday nights. You'll be lucky if you see a caution. You may see one. But that's usually about it. So Slapinski's going to be your leader. Michael Peg, for now, has got the second spot. He just took it from Jason, and Jason's not a happy camper. He's back here in third, and he wants his spot back. Epson is going to be fourth. Paul Witt right there knocking on his door. He's currently fifth, but he would love to take that fourth spot. Back here a little ways happens to be Dirty Don. He's sixth. David Casey having a good run, seventh. Paul Felicier, I believe, is eighth. Old Darren in that sweet-looking paint job right there. All chrome. At nighttime, I'm telling you, it just sparkles off those lights. But he is currently in the ninth. Damon Cox is going to be 10th. Sarge is going to be 11th. And Sarge is going to be the first one to get a lap back here if a caution ever pops out. McKellar is going to be 12th. 13th is Regland. And Gary Williams Sr. is 14th. B.K. Anderson, 15th. 16th, Joel Guy. Timothy Woodson, 17th. 18th is going to be Larry Fairman. And that's all of them. Coming up on 15 laps to go. Good Lord Almighty, where did the time go? Well, I'll tell you where the time went. It flew by. Why? Well, because there's 0 cautions and only 4 lead changes. But tonight it's the Gary Slapinski Show. And it does look like they're going to have enough fuel to go all the way here, I believe. I think. Michael Pegg still hanging in that second spot. Jason in tow right behind him. Jason wants that number 2 spot back. So he's working on the regulator here. Zero cautions. Well, what's that mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means. It means this guy right here is going to be able to head out, probably head to his boat at the dock, kick back, relax, perhaps maybe have a drink or few with all of his boating friends and following neighbors that has their boats by him. Who knows? I know I would. Paul Witt still working on Jacob Edson. DF Williams says, and yet I'm still unsure where Kyle Busch is going to end up in the 2023 Cup Series season. You don't want my honest opinion, but I'm going to give it to you anyway. He ought to end up being the guy that flips the French fries out of the vat and puts salt on it at McDonald's. That way he doesn't have to talk to nobody, and he might actually have a personality. You never know. Michael Pegg looking to catch that guy. But first of all, he's got to get that 04 Jason off his butt. And I don't think they're going to catch Gary at all, to be honest with you. But I know Michael's got his hands full trying to hang on to this second spot. Paul Witt working really hard to get to that 4th spot. So right here's your battles that's going on. Paul closes right on that back, dives it down to the bottom, but he's got to kind of stay out of it, let up a little bit. If not, he's going to wash up way, way far and perhaps take out that 44. And there he goes again. Nice to see Chris Hogue out here in chat. Another big fan. I think I have maybe 2. Michael Pegg puts a little bit of real estate between him and the 04 Jason. Jason might be wearing his stuff out trying to catch him here with 8 laps to go in this race. Good night. 8 laps, man. That means I'm going to have to go in and spend some time with Mama here earlier than I anticipated. Pegg trying like crazy to keep his second place spot. And you can see Jason working his butt off trying to get up to him. And I don't know if Michael's playing with him or not, but man, he gets a heck of a run through the middle of those turns. Paul Witt doing the same thing. He's trying his darndest to get up there to get that 4th spot away from Jacob. Oh no, my boss is in chat. I knew he was going to pop in sometime or another. Mr. Rudy Cummins. Paul running out of time, trying everything in his power to get past that 44 machine. And Michael Pegg hanging out here, still in second, but Jason Higginbotham, I think, from Gotham. But anyway, he's doing everything he can to get that second spot away. And they are running out of time as Slapinski sails off into the sunset, or the moonlight. Rudy, we told everybody how you were the first broadcasting network for iRacing. We told them how it all got started. So Pegg hanging on to that second spot with just about 3 more laps to go. Paul Witt still stuck behind Edson, and he's running out of valuable lap time. And the lap traffic is not helping him at all, as it puts him further back. Right here is the race. This is where the excitement is. Jason able to get it done. Is he able to get up there, at least get second place away from Michael Pegg, as Michael uses a lap car for a pick. So unless something catastrophic happens, your winner is going to be Slapinski. Michael should be hanging on to second. And I still say Kyle Busch would be a great French fry flipper at McDonald's. Hey, here we go. Now we got a little something going. I don't know. Paul's running out of time. Is he going to be able to do something right here? Can he get that first spot? He's been working at it for the last 30 laps. I don't know. But what I do know is this guy right here, he's going to be your winner tonight. 88 laps he has led. What a lap hog. So he's going to win it. Michael Pegg's going to be second. Third, Jason. Fourth will be Mr. Paul Witt. He did get around him. Nice job there at the end. Jacob Edson, fifth. Dirty Don, sixth. Seventh, Dave Acacia. Paul Felicier, eighth. Ninth, Darren. 10th, Damon. Sarge, 11th. William McKellar. BK Anderson, 13th. Gary Whitmer, Sr., 14th. Joel Guy, 15th. Gary Regland, 16th. 17th, Timothy Woodson. And Larry Fairman will be 18th. But here is the guy, the dude, the main one, the big kahuna tonight at Chicagoland, Gary Slapinski. Dominates here at Chicagoland. I mean, he put a... Man, I ain't seen a whooping like that since somebody put a banana down somebody's pants at the local monkeys petting zoo. You hear me? I'm telling you, that is one heck of a win right here. You guys stick around. We're going to be right back. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies. The Lucky Dog Series, Gen 6 Series. Let's talk to a couple of these guys, huh? Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. I promise.
We got big-time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're going to lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button.
You know what? Welcome back, everybody. Lucky Dogs Racing, the Gen 6 series. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies. Too many of them, if you ask my wife. But anyway, I made a really nice, and I have a real cool caution commercial that pops out whenever somebody has an incident. And I never get to play the dang thing in the Lucky Dog. So you know what? I'm going to play it right now just so you guys can see what it would have been if we would have had a caution. See the caution lights? Isn't that awesome? It's really kick-butt music in the background. Oh, that's all you're going to get because these guys had no cautions. Zero, nada, nothing. Race summary, boring. I got to tell you. No cautions, no caution laps, only 4 lead changes. Yep, that's right. Slapinski is a lap hog tonight. I'm telling you, passed everything but a Taco Bell. I think he might even stopped and had lunch. I'm not really sure. We'll have to ask him on it. But what a job that he has done. Let's talk about, well, let me bring him up here. Paul Witt. Talk to me, Paul. You drove your little heart out, buddy. You worked for about 15 or 20 laps on Edson to try to get around him to get in that 4th spot, and you succeeded. Oh, hang on. Shut up. Okay, try it again. You know, you think I remember to turn the dadgum mic on, but I didn't.
You would think so. But no,
Try
I was
again.
trying to work with them there for a while to try to catch Peg and Higginbotham, but we gained on them a little bit, and then we backed off, and then we gained some more, and then backed off. So it was just riding around, and it was a great battle between the two of us, man. It was nice and clean, and appreciate Jacob racing clean like that, and you know it was fun.
You did a great job, I got to tell you. You started 4th and you finished 4th. I mean, it's all about the points, especially any Lucky Dog Series League event. Man, it is all about patience and the points because at the end of the show, the end of the season, man, the money is just flying out of the sponsors' pockets for you guys. So the big picture is what's important, and you got you some points. You did a good job there. 4th place finish. Congratulations. I know you're probably hot in your basement because that's why you're where your wife puts you for your racing rig. So I did have no cameras on tonight. I was a little scared that perhaps you might be racing naked because it was so hot down there the last time. And, you know, I can't have my fans throwing up and stuff. You know, we can't have that, Paul. So
Might get more fans.
Maybe, I don't know. Might get a petition. Anyway, let's talk. Who you got to thank before I let you get out of that thing and relax?
Well, I got to thank FOC first of all. They've come on and sponsor us, and I run their car, and I'm going to get them into victory lane one day soon. In this season, I got to get them into victory lane. I got them in victory lane Saturday night. I got to get them in victory lane in here. Thank them.
I think you can do it too, Paul. I mean, I don't know. You might have to go down to the pits there at Slapinski's or Michael's pits. You might have to start dishing out some money,
Well, I just think I got to get somebody. I got to pay somebody some PayPal money or something to take those two out, and I'll be all set.
I'm telling you. Continue on.
I got to thank my wife for letting me come down here, and she doesn't get mad at me for coming down here and racing. So sometimes she just says, "Get the heck away from me and go down there, will you?" go play with them.
That's funny. Mine says the same thing.
Yeah, well, got to thank all my family watching, and Peg, and got to thank Brian for everything that he does behind the scenes and getting everything rolling. He does a great job for us on the website and everything. So appreciate Brian doing everything, and congratulate Gary and Peg for first and second again. I'll get sick of saying that pretty soon.
Yeah, I know, but you know what? I got a strong feeling we're going to be saying it a few more times before the season's over. But anyway, congratulations, buddy, on that 4th place finish. Get out of that rig, kick back, grab something to eat, something to drink, and you know what? I'll see you Friday night for the Super Speedway Series.
Yes, sir. We'll see you Friday night, Bobby. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for everything you do.
No problem. I love talking with him. He's a lot of fun. Oh, all right. Michael, talk to me, bud. You started 3rd, you finished 2nd, you got points. You didn't get a chance to lead a lap because your buddy Gary there is a lap hog. But you had a little bit of pressure going on with Jason, which did finish 3rd tonight. So talk about that.
They were all over me, man. It was tough. Jason was really strong tonight. Jacob was strong tonight. They all were. This was a good race, and it was really tight. The setup was super tight. Really hard to turn.
Well, it seems like to me that you really, did the tires seem to handle okay, or did you start burning up your right front like after 30 laps or something? Did you really, tire management important?
Yeah, it's toast. You can try to manage it, but while you're managing, Gary's checking out.
Driving off into the moonlight, huh?
So you got to make some choices there.
Well, nice job, buddy. 2nd place finish. Who do you want to thank before we get out of here and let you go?
Well, I thank MaxspeedTV. I want to thank FOC. I want to thank all the Lucky Dog fans for watching us, all the Lucky Dog racers that come out and race with us. I want to thank the regulators. I want to thank Molly, Cash, and Tracy.
All right. Anybody else? Perhaps somebody has a boat slip near you, maybe.
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Just checking. All right. You take care, my friend. We'll see you Friday night. All right?
All right, buddy. See you.
I so owed him that, by the way, just to let you know, Gary.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Oh, yeah. He was really bugging me last night hard on the old YouTube channel there with the Noma Super Speedway guys. But, here, let me get you out. Yes, he does. Well, dude, you started 2nd. You led 88 laps. You passed everything but the pace car, and I think you even stopped off and had a taco at Taco Bell. Apparently, you like Chicagoland.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I like Chicagoland. It's a fun racetrack. It really is. You can really go side by side right here with many other series cars, and it's a fun racetrack. I really enjoy it.
Well, I'll tell you what, it enjoys you, no doubt about it. Again, the big picture, winning points. You get points for the most laps led. You get points for about freaking everything. So you sold it all up tonight.
I tried to get the pole.
No, you got everything but the pole. So, come on, man. You can do better than that.
No.
Well, hey, looking forward to seeing you Friday night because you're on a tear. So congratulations. Who do you want to thank before I let you get out of here?
Well, I'd like to thank you, Bobby, and I'd like to thank Lucky Dog Racing, MaxspeedTV. I'd like to thank Michael, all my teammates, of course, Brian behind the scenes. Special thanks.
That guy does so much.
Yes, he does. He does. And we give him a big thanks out there. A lot of people should. And he's a big part of us and this team.
He makes me look good. He makes me look good. He gave me some information today, a nice little website all set up for all you drivers, which, by the way, you have not been there yet to give me your information. So get over there and do it.
Okay.
I will. He does a great job. But anyway, go ahead.
Yes. A special thanks to FOC. Thank you, FOC. Appreciate everything you do for us. It means a lot. There's a lot of other ones. I figure off the top of my head right now, but there's a lot of other ones I really appreciate all their help too. And,
buddy, I'll tell you, you kicked their living butts tonight. I mean, you just wore them out.
Wore myself out right there. Even with the lap down, Charles, I was like, holy cow. holy cow. I was like, wow, these lap down cars, I want to give it up. Well, you didn't have to, dude. They weren't really a lap down. They were like, at the tail end. They didn't have to give it up. And
Right.
I'm going to ask them to pull over. If they're lapped down, I expect them to get out of it. But if I caught them and they're on the tail end right now, they don't have to give it up. So,
Well, congratulations, buddy. You take care, and I'll see you Friday.
Enjoy it.
All
See
right.
you Friday,
See ya.
everybody.
Well, there's the man, Gary Slapinski. Coolest name in iRacing, if you ask me. Did exactly what he needed to do. He won it. He's tough, I'm telling you. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody who hung out with me tonight out here on YouTube. Don't forget, this Friday, Super Speedway starts at 8 o'clock on Friday, Eastern Standard Time. With me, Bobby with all the hobbies of MaxspeedTV. Also want to thank Fiber Optics Construction and Zep Chemicals Manufacturing. Without them, you wouldn't be listening to me. And these cats wouldn't be racing like they are for money. So anyway, you guys take care of yourselves. Be safe. Don't forget to say a prayer for this country because we need it. And I'll see you Friday night. Put it in your calendar. Bobby, MaxspeedTV, I'm out of here. See ya.